How's it going, gang? Chris Card's back. Progress report numero uno for 1987 Topps, my autographed set update. Last week I did 84 Topps, added 42 cards to that set. This week I've got about a dozen cards to enter into the 1987 Topps autograph set. And of course, this is a very popular set for autograph set collectors to go after. As I said, last week was 84. Next week will be 74, and then I will do 89 Upper Deck. Those are the four sets I am trying to complete to get all cards autographed. First and foremost, 1987 Topps, and 792 cards, 63 Hall of Famers, and 72 of these players, unfortunately, are no longer with us. And there we have it, some information, some quick information regarding 87 Topps, and that is the base set, 792. We've got the 132 card traded series as well. The creme de la creme in this set is, of course, the Greg Maddux rookie card. He is not in the base set. He is in the traded set. You can find complete 87 Topps factory sealed sets and unsealed sets anywhere between $10 to $40 online. You can pick up the updated sets for about $15, and that Greg Maddux actually looked pretty dang good. I might get that graded. I might look at that a little bit closer, but you know how these cards are. It looks good, but it'll come back like an 8 or a 7 or something like that. So we'll go after the traded set as well, but main focus right now is our 87 Topps set. Here it is, guys. Page number 1. Look at that. We've got Dave Stewart on there, Davey Lopes, Todd Worrell, Ruben Sierra, a few of these guys, all these guys, pretty easy to get. As you can see, there's already a lot of pages missing cards. Those cards are out TTM. And after this video, after the insertion of the 87 Topps cards, we will show you, or I will show you a few tips and tricks using my 74 Topps on how I organize and how I try to figure out who signs, who doesn't, and basically how to keep everything organized so I'm not wasting a bunch of time. I am involved with several Facebook groups that do TTMs. A lot of guys on there, if you want a head start on this, sell lots of 87 Topps cards already signed. Steve Garvey, this first card I'm putting in, I did not get through one of those lots. I actually got this TTM. You can see it on TTMM number 95. $5 a card, so this costs $5. Long-time Dodger, long-time Padre, 10-time All-Star, great player. Nice first card to put in here. I did a lot of these cards I did pick up in the lots. It was, I think, 25 cards for $25, which is pretty dang good, $1 a card. Some of these players, such as Neil Allen, who I picked up in the lot, so let's say $1 for Neil Allen. He hasn't signed regularly in about 5 years, so he's a tough one. But there are a few other guys I got in this lot that are easy to get, such as Kevin Romine, the next one right here. He's kind of an easy TTMer, so what I plan on doing in the future is probably just going to go and TTM him with, his card right here that I have. There it is. So I'll take this out and send it off to him with a few other cards, and eventually I'll try to get inscribed and replace that one with the new one I get. That way I can trace as many of these back to a TTM video as I can. I think that'd be really neat to do, and eventually, hopefully, just edit this into one long video where you can see, hopefully, hundreds of cards being inserted, and hopefully most of the set being done. Jim Clancy, not very good signature from him. Clancy also from that lot, and he does TTM as well, and his signature actually looks better than that, so I'll probably, of course, replace that one with my own TTM. Of course, here, Mike Easler, the Hitman, got some stuff on the card there. Mike Easler does TTM, and this was not from the lot I purchased. This was, you can find this on TTMM number 101, the Hitman Mike Easler. I think I sent him 4 cards and $5. So this card, and he signed an index card too, so we'll call this $1 for the card. Toby Herrera, another one from the lot, so $1 there. 4-time All-Star, member of the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame. He also TTM, so he's probably another one I'll end up getting again. And again, I got this lot because there's a few players in there that are tough to get, so it was worth the money just to get some of those players. So Danny Darwin, another card with some stuff on it. This was also in the lot. He's a great TTMer. In fact, I probably have this card signed already, so I just need to find it and replace this card, which I will eventually do. Danny Darwin, long 21-year career. He pitched forever. Next card is going to be on the same page here. And it's going to be Michaela Valuer. And this card, certainly worth the $1. This was part of the lot as well. Now, he does not do through the mail. He does private signings. In fact, he's got an upcoming private signing, and it's about $10 a card if you want to get this signed. So picking this up for $1 was a good deal. Really good deal. There's Michaela Valuer in his little spot where he should be. There's Ron Washington. Henry Cato. Awesome signer. This was on a Tiffany card. See that nice bright back. Now the update set is got that nice bright back, but the cards are not glossy. The traded set I'm talking about. So there's Henry Cado. I sent him a Tiffany. I'll replace my plain Jane brown regular card with the nice bright Tiffany card. He signed that very nicely. Henry Cato, I did get TTM. You can find me pulling that card in TTMM number 97 along with the mailing information there. Next card is going to be... All these cards are kind of in the same area here. Let me see here. There's Bobby Bowe, Tony Phillips, Keith Moreland right here. We got Cecil Fielder up here. He's going to be on the same page. Cecil Fielder was a private signing. This was a $10 card. I think his private signing was a little bit more than $10, but a lot of the times the dealers that do the private signings have extras after the signing that they try to get for... I mean, they're not giving them away, but they'll knock off a couple bucks. So I think I got this for $10. So happy to get that one. 51 bombs in 1990 for a big Cecil Fielder, 13-year career. 319 total bombs. And yeah, we've got another one on this same page, and we've got the late, great Chris Brown. Chris Brown was into the, after his playing days were over, was in the Army, Afghanistan, Middle East, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Had a tragic end to his life and a house fire, a very weird circumstances surrounding that. I don't think we ever got a straight answer on what exactly happened. Maybe mental illness was floated around, but no definitive answers to what happened to Chris Brown. That card is a tough card to get signed and cost $25. $25, tough card to get signed. Purchase that from somebody on Facebook, the TTM group as well. He did TTM for a while, so there is a possibility some of these cards floating around TTM. It's not like he didn't TTM, in which case you're left to basically in-person signings, which is not impossible. A lot of players sign during the pregame and spring training. So Chris Brown might be a card I get authenticated. Some of these harder autographs I will try to get authenticated. I mean, a lot of these TTMs, I can look at comps and see what's going on as far as if the signatures look off, especially some cards I purchased on eBay. So I try to do my due diligence, but you just never know. Some of the more valuable ones, the more rare ones, I think I will get authenticated. I'm not sure how to display that in the binder. I'm not sure if I could get a few page sleeves that hold graded cards, perhaps. But here's one of them, and here's our last entry, or second to last entry, and that is going to be card number 531. This is Yogi Berra, along with Dennis Menke. Who else is in here? We've got Dennis Menke, Gene Tennis, and Hal Lanier there in the back. So the fun part of collecting cards is you can collect any way you want to. So can I just get one of these cards, these Astro leaders or the Mets leaders or the Twins leaders? You just get one of those cards signed by the player? Do you try to get all of them signed? I think in this case, now I can get Tennis pretty easily. Menke just passed away, and Lanier Hal hasn't signed in almost a year now, so that's risky, sending off a Yogi Berra. Plus, I'd have to crack it. But I do have a nice Hal Lanier right here, already signed up, ready to go. Looks great. So I think Yogi I'm going to leave alone. I could get another Astros leaders card, and actually, you can actually find them with Menke and Tennis on them, and Lanier either. I found them with everybody except Berra. So they're a little expensive now because Menke's obviously passed and Lanier has dried up. And Tennis, I think, is now... he used to be free, but I think he's now charging. So got my Lanier card in there. That looks really good. So you can create your own rules when you're doing these kinds of collections. I had a guy last week said he didn't like that I keep track of how much this stuff cost me, but that's part of the fun for me is knowing what this cost. And Yogi Berra cost me $52, so there you have it, guys. Boom, jumped up my price quite a bit. You can collect any way you want to. Don't let anyone tell you how to collect or how not to collect. You can do whatever you want, set any rule you want. Some of these leader cards, you can really send it off to 3 different people and get all 3 signed. So the $25 sleeve right there, I keep these little stickers and tabs so I know how much I paid for them. That was on the Chris Brown card, so I knew it was $25. So there you have it, guys. That is it for this week's edition of putting signed cards into my set binders. Let me show you my 74 set real quick. I will be putting cards in here next week. I'm really hammering out this 74 Topps card set because look at this front page. Look at all these Hank Aaron's. I mean, that's impossible. Catfish Hunter's on there as well. That's tough. Jim Hunter's no longer with us either. So, you know, I mean, some of these cards you don't want to get signed. Like, you know, I don't want to spend, what, $40 to get a Steve Carlton signature on a kind of a crappy card just to have it. So maybe there's 2 other guys on the card that are cheaper that I can get one of them signed. So anyway, guys, if you do this, this is what I do. I go to sportscollectors.net. You should sign up. It's like $15 a year. It has all these addresses on it. You look these guys up one by one. Type in their last name. MIA means missing in action, which means they haven't signed in a long time. But they did sign at one point through the mail. DEC obviously means deceased, and tough on Johnny Jeter over there means he's never signed. No private signings. This guy is going to be a hard one to get. So I started with the back, and I went through as many pages. I'm probably halfway through the set now. There's Ollie Brown, deceased. A lot of these guys are deceased. Rusty Staub there on the bottom. Bob Miller, deceased. MIA, sucks. All these managers are deceased. Hamilton's tough, MIA. So I'm not looking up guys over and over again. I'm putting these little cheap tabs. You can buy these little tabs at Walmart. You can get hundreds of them for like, you know, $2 or $3. So there's a little traded cards. All these guys are deceased. I have one more designation in here, and it's called deceased, and then it says TTM, which means before these guys died, they did TTM. So there should be lots of cards out there of these guys signed and ready to go. And if that is the case, I will check eBay. And if you check eBay for some of these guys that signed a lot when they were alive, you will be able to find, see here on the bottom left, that's Horace Clark. He just passed away recently. It says DEC TTM, which tells me I can go on eBay and probably find a 74 Topps card of him signed and ready to go. So some sort of tips, how you just label everything to keep up with the cost for myself, because I said that interests me. Some people probably try to hide the cost because it's high. It's ridiculous. You don't really want to keep track of it, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to fool myself into believing this stuff's not costing me a lot, because I know it is. And you know what? Hell, you guys probably be interested to find out what it is too. And hell, maybe some of you will just change your mind on, you know, collecting these cards, or maybe you'll just go after the low-hanging fruit. Maybe you'll get all the TTM guys in there. You can do whatever you want and collect any way you want. I'm gonna give it the old college try to get as many cards signed as I can. It'll be a lot of fun. And some of the guys you can't get signed, like a Roberto Clemente in the 87 Topps Turn Back the Clock card, is impossible to get signed. So just stuff like that. You just don't lose any sleep over. You do the best you can, and you have fun doing it. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So next week, Friday or Saturday, I'm trying to do Friday, but today was Saturday just because I ran out of time on Friday. Saturday I'll be doing 1974 Topps, so I'll be putting some cards in there as well. And then after that, we'll do 1989 Upper Deck, and we'll go over that set, and I'll throw some stats at you right here. We'll put the numbers so far for the 87 Topps set, and my ultimate goal is to one day, a few years down the road, be out of cards to put in here. I'm down to the nitty gritty. I'm not making these videos anymore because I literally have no cards to put into the binders. So that's going to be a long ways off, because there's literally hundreds of players in here. You can get TTM pretty easily. So it's just a matter of time, just sitting down and hammering out letters and hammering out the request, which is, it's pretty time consuming. So it's a multi-year process. But one of these days, 10 years from now, if Chris Cards is still making video, and I hope I am, because they're fun to do, I hope to splice together this video. Well, I'll probably edit out this part, but I'll splice together all the videos, all the updates, all the progress reports, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 30, however many there are. And it'll be one long video, including the costs and how I got the cards and all the backstory. Should be pretty fun. Project, long-term project. And it's going to be difficult to keep track of, but if it's worth, nothing worth doing is easy. So it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun. A lot of fun to do that. So hope you guys join me for the ride. Hit that subscribe button. Next week I'll be doing another set, and keep these videos I'll try to keep these a little shorter from now on. I know I'm long-winded and I talk a lot, but I got a lot to explain, and you might not be interested in any of it, but some of you that are, that's who I'm talking to right now. Thanks a lot for watching, and that's it, guys. I'll see you Monday for Through the Mail Monday, for sure. And next week, of course, for another one of these progress reports. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. See ya.